Okay.
Okay, so here with us we have the beautiful Cockatiel. She is preening currently in all of her grace and elegance. But if you are going to try and get a Cockatiel or any type of parrot out of their cage, or just step up on your hand, when it's out of the cage, that's their territory, and you definitely want to be a little subtle. You know, maybe put a perch in there and some millet at the end of the perch. When my bird's being aggressive, that's what I do. A little dowel rod and put some millet at the end. But when they're out in the open and they're ready to get on your hand, you can normally press it right up against, right above their feet. You can do your hand like this if it's a larger bird, or like this if it's a really large bird. If it's like a macaw, you're going to want the arm. But if it's a cockatiel, you can just put your hand, you can say, step up, baby, step up. Right now she's preening, she doesn't want to step up. There she goes, step up. And if they don't want to step up, and you can maybe even push a little bit on their back to encourage them. And then you say, good baby, because that was a good step up, isn't that right? Yes. So another thing you should know when you're trying to get your bird to bond with you is they're not going to be so keen to bond with you in those first couple days. But if you're wanting to to test your bird's trust, one thing you can do is pick them up with your hand. But if you want something a little subtler, you can ask for scritches. And there you go. When my bird does this, she gets all puffy, and she even turns her head. And she was really bonded to my mom. And my mom would just have her thumb out, and the bird would scritch for herself. Right here, this baby's acting sweet. Let me scritch her. This is the first day I've met her. She's already being real sweet. So, that is how you get a bird to be nice and good to you. Want to say bye-bye?
And so you think that it's better to have a bird that's hand-fed rather than parent-raised?
Oh my. I could go on and on about getting a bird from a chain pet store. But when you go to a pet store, I've gone to PetSmart, Petco. I see one thing in common with all of their cages. They all have dowel rods, which can give you, like, imagine, you know when your foot falls asleep, you know, and it gets all of that? That's how a bird's foot will feel if they stand. Their little feet are attaching them to the same rod every single day, and they don't have a choice of what rod to use or what perch to use. So their foot gets a disease called, it's like a sore called bumblefoot, and it gets sores and scratches and swollen all over their feet. So if you get a bird from a chain store, it's going to come with that. It's probably going to come with fatty liver disease, which is a disease you get from feeding your bird an all-seed diet or even hanging millet in the cage, which is a treat. That's like eating McDonald's and ice cream for the rest of your life. And that's just bad on its own. Another thing you can do is they don't give your birds the right toys. They give it mirrors, which can cause it to be hormonal because they want to mate with the bird in the mirror. Or they can put happy huts in there, which resemble a nest, so they can get aggressive that way. They can put, and other thing about happy huts, as I said, is just they can get wrapped up in the threads. They can get it lodged in their throat. But definitely hand-fed, and just personality is going to be nicer to you. They're going to be easier to tame. If I was to try to do this to a budgie that was fed by its mother, it would fly around the cage. It would just go everywhere. And this baby, she's just the sweetest thing. You can kiss her by her face. She's got no problem with it. So yeah, definitely go with the hand-fed. It's more expensive, but for the 15 and 20 years that you're going to have your parrot, it's worth it. So bye.
So show them how you would get the bird to get back on that perch.
So if we want this birdie to go back on the perch, you're going to have to get her in an accessible spot. Come here, babies. There you go, good girl. And maybe if they don't want to step up automatically, you can even kind of push with the back foot. There you go, there you go. Nice and easy. There you go, there you go. Good baby, I'm going to let your foot go. There you go. That would be how you get them to go back on. Maybe push them a little on the back of their foot. Yeah, just like that.
And two, make sure you give your bird plenty of attention while it's on the perch, because we like them to be able to, like this bird's able to sit on this perch for many hours during the day without me petting it. But if I come by and give it attention and food on there, which we do, you'll see there, she can sit on there for a long time and not be running around the house on the floor, because that's what they'll do to try to find you. So you just need to learn to be patient. So that's what we've got on cockatiels and some advice on cockatiels today. We'll see you again next time.